Hi, first grade writers. This week in writing, we are going to be learning about different animals. We're going to start by reading lots of different books on Epic about an animal, and you get to pick the animal. If you have books about animals at home, feel free to use those. We're going to choose the animal, learn lots of information about it, and then teach someone else about the animal in an informational book. And I'm going to show you what that looks like now. Before you begin your writing, don't forget to have your grown-up at home help you make a word bank of all big, important words about your topic that you might use while you're writing. This will make it extra easy for you as you are doing your writing, so you don't have to sound out every word. You're going to use some facts that you learned about your animal to introduce their topic. You'll introduce it by using clues, asking questions. For example, I wrote, what is fierce and gray? What lives in the ocean? What has thousands of teeth? It's a shark. All of those sentences that I wrote are facts that I read about, and then I introduced my topic at the end. The table of contents page shows the different headings that you will use in your writing and the areas that you are going to be focusing on as you teach the reader about your animal. We're looking at the body features, the habitat where the animal lives, the life cycle. Tell me about how its life begins as a baby and what it can do. And the diet. What does it eat? And then I added in one more section, and that's the conclusion. In an informational book, the illustration teaches the reader just as much information as your sentences do. So on the body features page, this is a great spot for you to make a diagram of your animal, including lots of information about what is unique to your animal. When you go to write your sentences on this page, you can use the information from the illustration and teach the reader a little bit more about each part and what each part does for the animal. On the life cycle page, you can use labels and pictures to show what your animal looks like and tell a little bit more about it at each different stage of its life. In my case, I'm going to talk about a baby shark, a youth shark, and an adult shark. I'll show what they look like in my pictures and have it labeled, and then I will write about it in sentences. On the habitat page, you're going to want to illustrate where your animal lives. I added a caption to teach the reader a little bit more about my picture, saying that sharks live in all of the Earth's ocean. When I go to do my writing, I might be a little bit more specific and talk about the names of the oceans and different parts of the ocean where the shark lives. On the diet page, I'm going to want to know what my animal eats. Now, different types of sharks eat different types of fish. So I'm going to have a caption that mentions that in my writing, but I'm also going to show the different types of fish that sharks eat. And some of those types of fish are tuna, marlin, and sunfish. So I did a quick diagram of those animals, and I'm going to draw labels and pictures of each of those fish. You can write the word conclusion as a heading on your final page. It's okay to show some feelings in your conclusion. I wrote, sharks are a really cool ocean animal. However, I don't want to have one as a pet. This really wraps up the writing that you did, and I'm not giving any new information here. I'm just finishing my writing about my topic. At the end of the week, when you go to check your writing, you're going to want to go through, make sure you have a strong introduction, a good conclusion, as well as making sure that you've really elaborated and told your reader information about your topic part by part. You don't want to write just sharks eat fish. You want to stretch out your sentences and tell me more details. Tell me the types of fish that they eat, and making sure that your sentences have 6 or 7 words in them, and there's multiple sentences on each page. When I first did my writing, I only sketched out my pictures, so I want to make sure when I'm all done and checking my work that I go back and I add lots of colors and details to make it really strong. I can't wait to read about all of the different animals that you've researched and are now teaching me about. So work hard and let me know if you have any questions. I can't wait to see your writing.